election for a new leader to replace the slain Julius Caesar. It's a tight race between Caius Cassius, Marcus Brutus, and Mark Antony. One of our reporters is on location at one of Antony's campaign stops and will do an interview with him.
Thank you, Katie. Recently, our leader Julius Caesar was brutally murdered on the floor of the Senate. He was stabbed 23 times by other leading members of the Senate. Now, Rome needs a strong leader who can help it to move on from the shock of Caesar's violent and sudden death. In just a moment, I will interview Mark Antony, who is a candidate to be the leader of Rome. Oh, here he comes now.
Good morning. I understand you wish to interview me.
Yes, I would like to ask you some questions about Caesar's murder, the other candidates, and why you think you should be leader.
These are excellent questions, and I will try my best to provide the people of Rome with all the information.
First off, what are your thoughts about Caesar and his murder?
Caesar was a great man and a noble leader, if you remember my speech at his funeral. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was that ambition?
Quite a moving speech that must have appealed to the people's emotions.
Yes, that's right. I think that Caesar had the right idea and cared about his people. I hope that my speech caused people to think twice about Brutus's allegations that Caesar was overly ambitious and to understand that he had only the best intentions for his people. If I am elected, I hope to follow his example. I believe that the most important part of leadership is having a good relationship with the people. By helping to kill Caesar, Cassius and Brutus have gotten off to a bad start by impeding the betterment of their nation.
So why do you think Cassius and Brutus would be bad leaders? Let's start off with Cassius.
Well, Cassius is manipulative. It was he who convinced Brutus to participate in Caesar's murder in the first place, turning friends into foes.
Katie, do we have any evidence for this?
Actually, we do. An anonymous benefactor secretly filmed one of Cassius and Brutus's conversations and sent it to us.
Brutus and Caesar. What should be in that, Caesar? Why should that name be sounded more than yours? Write them together. Yours is as fair name.
As you may recall from the footage, Cassius persuaded Brutus to turn against the man he loved like a brother for his own selfish gain. Brutus, like a docile, complacent sheep, followed Cassius's unjust plan, which led to the untimely, tragic death of Caesar and will lead to the inevitable death of Rome. Good people of Rome, I implore you, elect me as a leader to save this great empire from ruin.
Very underhanded action indeed. What about Brutus?
Brutus, as I said, is easily swayed and is blinded by his obsessive need to be honorable, that he loses track of his moral compass.
This is a serious accusation. You must know that you're right, or you're guilty of slander.
Actually, I do. I believe there is footage of Brutus contemplating to murder Caesar.
It must be by his death. And for my part, I know no personal cause to scorn at him. But for the general, he'd be crowned. How that might change his nature. There's the question. It is the bright day that brings forth the adder.
Do you have any comments you'd like to make about what we've just seen?
Yes. Here you see Brutus acknowledging that he has no personal reason to kill Caesar and trying to use logic to convince himself that murdering Caesar will help Rome. I think his logic is flawed. Rome has suffered greatly as a result of Caesar's death.
Interesting ideas. Katie?
Return to the interview after these messages.
Hey Romans, do you hate seeing your beloved leaders stabbed like animals in a butcher shop?
Yeah!
Introducing the brand new discreet knife, stopping chest plate. The Calpurnius Better Judgment. Now just 12 royal coins at your local market channel.
Hello, my name is Mark Antony. You conspirators killed my best friend, and I'm not that mad about it. Vote for me to prevent the collapse of Rome. I am Mark Antony, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to Channel 9 News at Noon.
The question the viewers have been waiting for. Mark Antony, why do you think you should be leader of Rome?
Well, after Caesar's murder, I became a member of the Triumvirate and helped to rule Rome alongside Octavius and Lepidus. Make note of the fact that neither Cassius nor Brutus were included. Therefore, I have more experience running the empire than they do.
Here's a clip of the meeting of the triumvirate.
Upon condition, Publius shall not live. Who is your sister's son, Mark Antony?
He shall not live. Look, with a spot I damn him. But, Lepidus, go you to Caesar's house, fetch the will hither, and we shall determine how to cut off some charge in legacies.
You condemned your nephew to death?
You must believe me when I say I didn't want to. However, everyone causing the chaos and panic in the empire had to be put to death. As he was a part of it, he had to be executed for the good of Rome.
How does this clip show any of your leadership qualities?
Well, I am helping to call the shots on what is going to happen in the empire. Also, I am giving Lepidus a direct order, which he obeys, showing that I have at least one follower and all leaders must have followers.
You really think you're going to gain control of Rome with just one follower?
Oh no, of course not. Many of the Roman people have shown their support for me and their disgust at Caesar's murder.
We have a few clips that back up Antony's statement.
Oh, piteous spectacle!
Oh, noble Caesar.
Oh, there's not a nobler man in Rome than Antony.
Right, so it appears that Mark Antony has several people who support him as leader and share his opinion that Caesar's murder was wrong. Antony, do you have anything else you want to say to the people who are watching?
Just that they can trust me to run the country with their best interests in mind, and I will always honor the memory of our beloved Julius Caesar.
This has been an interview with Mark Antony, candidate for leadership of Rome. Let's head back now to Catie in the studio.
This ends today's broadcast. After a short commercial break, the next program will air. Actually, we do.
Untimely tragic death of Caesar and will lead to the inevitable.
It must be by It must be by his death. And from Slade, cut it out.
Was in a butcher shop?
Yeah!
Introducing the brand new discreet knife. Just upon condition, Publius